Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of our strength build. We're going to be starting at the Caelum ruins at Caelid, going north to get the greatsword, in the back of the black carriage up ahead. Watch out for the raven. Next, we're going to the round table to purchase the knight armor set from the Twin Maiden Husks. This is a good starter armor set because it provides solid defense for its weight. You might not be able to equip all of this now, but as your endurance goes up, you can start equipping pieces. I also grabbed the finger seal, but this won't be used until later on. Next up is the hammer talisman. Starting at the Stormhill shack, we will head east towards the War Master's shack, then north until you reach the Limgrave Coliseum. Defeat the invader and he drops the hammer talisman. Next up is the Determination Ash of War. Starting at Agheel Lake, north side of Grace, we will head southeast towards this bridge. Make sure that you do this during the day, otherwise the Knight's cavalry will be in the way. Next up is the Spiked Tear Physick, which can be found at the Minor Erd Tree south of the Third Church of America. I didn't film when I originally got the tier, but it can be found in this bowl just on the south end of the tree. Next up is the Strength Knot tier. Starting at the Stormhill shack again, we will head north. It can be found in this bowl at the edge of the cliff next to a troll. From here, we're going to fight the first required boss of the storyline, Margit. Currently, we have the upgraded greatsword with Determination, the hammer talisman, and the Wondrous physick tiers. You're welcome to use summons here, but it is not necessary. I time a few dodges and get about 3 charge attacks in. He dies pretty fast. After Margit, we are going to fill our second talisman slot with the Star Scourge Heirloom Talisman. Starting at the Third Church of America, we're going to head north following the spring jumps up to Caelid. You can grab this side of Grace on the way, but I skipped it for this video. You can also grab the runes at this graveyard. Make your way south until you reach the North Fort Gael Grace. From there, head south into the fort. You'll need to run around the outside starting at the stairs. In this playthrough, I kill everyone, but you can just run past everything. Up the ladder across the balance beam, up the stairs, and on the right is a chest containing the talisman. This next part is optional, but I climb the ladder in the back to reach the teleporter. It takes me to Radahn's castle in South Caelid. . Be careful crossing the bridge because they shoot giant flaming fireballs at you that instantly kill you. You are welcome to skip this. Then I fast travel back to the North Fort Gael Grace, heading back towards the fort. We're going to run around the northern end of the fort. Between these two flamethrowers, you'll find Flame Grant Me Strength. It provides you with a damage buff for melee. This is why you need the Finger Seal. Upgrading the Finger Seal does not increase the damage buff. After this, I run north to remove aggro and grab a Somber Smithing Stone 4 because why not? Progress through the Stormveil Castle, link in the bio for a quick run through. Starting at the Secluded Cell, we are heading south to talk to Nepheli to start her quest line to obtain a very useful early game talisman for this build. Make sure that you do not pull any knights into this room. Exhaust her dialogue and head back over to the Grace to reset. From here, use your buff and head in. Just like Margit, a few well-timed dodges and charge attacks and he goes down. Head to the round table to obtain the talisman from Nepheli. If she isn't there, exhaust Ofnir's dialogue and reset the area, and he should be gone and Nepheli will appear. You're welcome to switch out the Hammer Talisman for the Arsenal Charm so that you can equip more armor if you prefer a good defense over offense. Now we are going to obtain our first Great Rune, starting at the Stormveil Castle Gate. Head into the gate, evading the 3 ballistas and hugging the right side of the cliff. Run past the lion with swords on his hands. If you know the name for these things, leave a comment below. Follow the path east, grabbing the optional talisman. Run around the giants. I hide behind the pillars to avoid the arrows. Use the teleporter and head up the tower. Great runes require rune arcs to activate, and they deactivate when you die. You can find rune arcs from PvP, merchants, and occasionally from open world or from killing rats. Godrick's rune provides 5 to all stats. Once you activate the rune, a new option for Great Runes appear at each Grace menu. Select the rune and now you can activate a rune arc. It applies the buff. With 10 faith and the rune arc active, you can now use Flame Grant Me Strength. That's it for part 2 of the strength build. The last tip for the video is the buff routine so far. Start with the physick, then Flame Grant Me Strength, then determination, following up with charge attacks. Also, crouch attacks or dodge attacks are considered pierce damage for the greatsword instead of slash, which is great for specific bosses such as cavalry. Stay tuned for part 3.